Hello. Oh, this feels weird. I feel like I literally haven't done this in months. Hi everyone. I hope that everything is working fine because I wasn't doing sprints for so long. I had to literally redo everything. So that's why I'm like 5 minutes late. Did I also spend way too long to figure out a color that would fit the theme? Yes. That's nothing new, I don't think. Hello, everyone. I've missed you all. I'm so glad that we're back here and that I'm back into the sprinting realm because it's been a while. If you don't know what we're doing here, we are sprinting for the Throne of Glass Readalong, hosted by Donna and myself. You can find all of the things in the description. The lighting is going to go all over the place today. I can already tell you, and that is because the weather is weathering. The weather hasn't stayed the same for 5 minutes for I think like 3 days. Thursday was insane. We had like hailstorms and such that lasted for like 2 minutes and they were gone, and it was like you could split your feet and they would be in two different weather patterns. Anyway, surprise, I'm babbling. Yes, I need to start it still. Yes, I do. But I think my plans for the rest of the weekend is going to be to finish this. I have read this before. I am worried. I am worried. I feel like I am doing something that is not something that I would recommend. I am reading this right after a therapy session, so we're gonna see. It's insane. Am I gonna survive? Who knows? Who knows? I already know it's gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna be any better. I mean, I finished Crown of Midnight way too late. I did not finish it in February, but who is surprised? And even knowing what was happening in there, I'm not gonna tell you any spoilers for people who haven't read the books and want to, with now the announcement of there being an ACOTAR 6 and 7. I've seen that a lot of people are going back to the Sarah J. Maas universe and just catching up or reading for the first time, or like getting everything refreshed in their brains. So actually this came at the perfect time, because I think finishing this it's not going to stop. We're going to stick with her for a while, I think. But hey, enough of me chatting. I see Donna is here. Hello. We'll be listening to Crown of Midnight. P.S. Here 50 minutes early. My God. I love that you're this excited. Hello, Paula. How are you? Long time no talk. Well, we've talked, but like not here. Anyway. Hi, Jen. Finishing up Assassin's Blade for a discussion on Monday. I'm on chapter 5 of the Desert Story. Hold on. The Desert Story. Oh, okay. You're on the third one. Okay. I know what's happening. I have my book ready because I am taking notes. This is, which doesn't seem like a lot, but this is 2 books. But then when you do this, there's notes. So that means I'm also reading a lot slower, but I'm catching things that I didn't catch the first time that I read it, which is exciting. Oh, and by the way, Jen, I saw your comment on the video that I released, so thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Jen from Paula. Hi, Paula from Jen. This is going to get some time. It's going to take time. We'll get there. It's working great. Okay, good. Ren, hello. Are you It's been so long. I mean, I just I am very aware that I just disappeared from the internet for like 2 months. I know. It's been so weird. I haven't even been in anybody else's sprints just because I felt like if I was in there, I felt guilty for not saying anything, but then I also didn't want people to acknowledge my existence because I didn't want to answer any questions. So, that's where I was at. But it's lovely to be back and lovely to hear from you, Ren. How are you today? Hi, Ren from Paula. Listening to Warrior Fae by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. I have not heard of this, but it's got fays in it. So, hey, Ember. Finished Assassin's Blade earlier this month, gave it about 3 stars. I think I just like Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight more. I do get that. Because it's a bunch of novellas. I always have trouble with novellas. I don't know what that is. But yeah. I do understand. It's kind of hard to get into a story when it gets broken up every single time. So yes, we love Sam. Oh, oh. Yeah. And the fact that we've read Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight before this, and we know a lot of what's coming and what's happening. Oh God, why did we do this again? I'm gonna be wondering that at least 5 times every single book. Why did we do that? Why did we decide? I'm still on Throne of Glass. I only really got back into reading last week. I get this in my bones. I understand this so hard. I didn't read, I think I only read 4 books until like the second half of March, I think. And that's when I finally got the energy or like the capacity to concentrate on a book for more than 5 minutes. So I get this in my soul. I get this. But what has also been really nice is it's been a nice barometer of knowing how I'm doing. So now that I can like easily focus for like 45 minutes of reading time, especially with like the Throne of Glass books, and take notes, it means that I'm doing better, which is great. And it's a good feeling. And I have finished 2 books this week. So, mind you, both of those books I started in February. So, yeah. Uh, it's great to talk to you too. I've missed you all. Me trying to get through Throne of Glass and Crescent City for the first time and get an ACOTAR reread and all before. Yes, you get me. You get me. I'm not rushing. I do not want to rush because I want to enjoy it. And the way I see it, it's never going to happen, but the way I see it, if I'm not finished with rereading everything, mind you, I still have to read Crescent City, the third one, for the first time. That's the only one I haven't read yet, but that's besides the point. If I'm not ready by the time ACOTAR 6 drops, it just means that I'm going to have to wait less between 6 and 7. That's how I see it. And we also know that there's probably going to be an ACOTAR 8 somewhere in next year, probably as well. So, and it's going to be hell, I already know, to wait for the final one. That's how I took it. That we don't have the date for the final book of like the story that she's writing now. I might be wrong, but that is how I took it. I'm still halfway through ACOTAR. I have a love-rage relationship with that book. I mean, sounds about accurate. So next month I have Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows to read. Good luck to me. To be honest, they do read fast. I have noticed that. They do read fast. So you can do it. I'm sure you can do it. But we are starting to get to the point where I start to don't know which book do what. So we're just gonna see. I lurk in sprints all the time. Don't feel bad about it at all. At all, we all do it. Yeah, I know. It was just weird. I didn't realize I hadn't even been on sprints until like March. Because February, if you've seen the video, it was a time. It was a time. I was here. Daughter keeps bugging me as she is doing a school project. She's working for school. That's what I'm taking from that, which is good. Hi, Paula from Donna. Ooh, this is good. I saw you ask this. So, oh, okay. You have answered. I'm okay with both as I get used to changing my name to Ember. So the fact that you're changing your name to Ember, I'm going to be calling you that from now on because I feel like that is the journey that you're going towards. So I will put that in my brain and you will now be Ember in my brain. Let's go. Thanks for asking, Ren. Yes, please always tell us about changes in preferences because I do want to be, with the state of the world, I want to be a place where everyone feels safe and confident to just be who they are, as long as you're not a dick, you know? Which shouldn't be that hard, but apparently is. I don't get it. I feel like ACOTAR reads so differently from the rest of the series. I do feel that. So I get that. I feel like when people talk about the ACOTAR books, they more so describe the later books and not the first one. Yes. Yes, I feel like I didn't have it so much with Crescent City, but I feel like with both Throne of Glass and ACOTAR, I feel like with Throne of Glass, the story doesn't feel like it really starts until Heir of Fire. I feel like the first two books are like prequels in a way, or just setting up the story. And then with ACOTAR, it feels like the first book is also that. It's just so they give you background information before everything kicks off. That's how I feel. They're still good, you know. My pleasure, Paul. I just wanted to make sure I used the right name/names. ACOTAR 8, yes. The way I think she described it was that the first book, so 6 is going to be part 1. 7 is going to be part 2 and 3, and I thought she said that there was a part 4. Don't quote me on that, but that is the way that I remember it. Because I remember her talking about a deadline and the fact that she hasn't finished out the finale of the story. I think we all know, if we are fans of Sarah J. Maas, that she has given an interview on Call Her Daddy. Obviously, I watched it. So, I had to skip some of the Crescent City bits because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I think Fourth Wing Book 4 also comes out next year. Perfect. We are going to be fed next year. After both... Hold on. Yes, Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, as said to Jessie too. Yes. Yes. Yes, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Especially with what happens in Crown of Midnight. Oh, God. I know I think I may even maybe put it in the description, like there might be tears today. Fourth Wing Book 4 has been sent to editor, so hoping it's out next year at the latest. Exciting. I got the audios for all the books in Throne of Glass, so I'm hoping that helps. I do believe, yeah, that will help. Also immersive reading. But even with visually, like physically reading them, I feel like they read very fast. I'm always surprised how fast I read, even though I take notes. Thank you, Donna, for linking the video. Yes, I did put in some updates about what the hell's going on. We love all the changes. Just need to know so I can update my names folder in my phone. I do. I have this as well. I have this on my Notion. Also, Warrior Fae is part of a spin-off series of Zodiac Academy. Okay, I have yet to delve into Zodiac Academy. All of you know, series is a thing over here. I'm not ready to start a new one yet. I'm not ready. I've wanted to change my name for about 14 years, but only now found a name I connected with. Ember, I love it. Oh, it's such a journey, isn't it? Your name doesn't always fit you. I don't know if you guys know this, but Alex isn't my actual name. Can you believe? That's not my actual name. It's just a name that sounds better in English. It's very close to my actual name, but it isn't. And also, I've been calling myself that for a while, so maybe that's like my... Sorry, I'm just opening a drink. Maybe that's like my heart name or something. I don't know. But I'm glad you found one that feels like is you. I have to step out for a bit, but we'll be back in about an hour. See you soon. No worries, Jen. See you soon. I'm here. We'll be listening to... Wait. This just went all the way back, didn't it? Oh, God, it's doing the thing again. Okay. Actually, never mind. Plans change. They'll be here. Okay. We love it. We love a change of plans. That means you can read with us. That's a great change of plans. A heart name. I love it. Yeah, sometimes it works up here. You know? Okay. I think we got to the bottom of the comments. Now I have to figure out... Hold on. Bear with me while I try to figure out how to do the thing that I've done 100 times before, but it's been a while, you know. I was thinking of doing 45-minute sprints, if that's okay. I know I used to do like an hour sprint, but for some reason 45 minutes has been working better for me. So I was thinking of doing 45. I'm doing at least 3. I want to try for at least 3 and see how far we get. If our brains worked all the time, it would be dangerous. Honestly, if my brain worked on all cylinders at all times, honestly. And it also depends on what kind of vignette of my brain you get. Because when I'm in a weird mood, the things that... Never mind. I'm not even going to get into it. We're just going to go and we're going to sprint for 45 minutes. So I will talk to you. Are you okay? Anyway, we'll figure this one out when we get back. I'll talk to you guys in 45 minutes. Hello. How did that sprint go for everybody? I read 28 pages, which again, I'm pretty happy about considering the fact that I'm also taking notes. So that's good. The more I read, the more things are coming back to me, and I'm scared. So yeah, we'll see whatever happens. But I mean, I also just remembered that Selena is so young. Like in Assassin's Blade, she talks about the fact that she's only 16. And I'm not gonna lie, there are behaviors in that I can tell. She's only 16, which is funny. But let's see. Okay, what was Donna freaking out about? Just got a library hold for a book, even though I started Crown of Midnight and then got Yellow Face this morning. That always happens, doesn't it? You're in the middle of one book or just started a book and then they all start showing up. I've had the same thing happen. I had the same thing happen with like nonfiction books, and that's annoying as well because like I can't take that much in, but it is a luxury problem, is it not? Managed to read 27 pages, pretty good. Made it to 49% and had lunch. Great. I am getting a bit snacky, so I might have to have a little snack as well, because otherwise, it's not happening. I'm not going to be able to sit here for another couple of hours. It's just not happening. Also, I figured I need to find a way to do some stuff on here. I'm just trying to take notes of what I still have to update. It's so weird. I had everything set up previously, but now because I've been off, I stopped my subscription for Talk Studios, and now everything is just gone. So I need to figure out how to put everything back. So I might need to figure out look up some YouTube videos, but that's going to be for after this. That's not going to be the thing that I'm going to worry about now. Also switched my laundry. Very good. Hubs is making me a tea, so that is all good. What tea are you having? I am a tea drinker, so I would love some. Watched some esports. Oh, which one are you watching? Is it World of words, World of Warcraft or something else? Also, I guess I annotated these books in pencil the last time I read them. It's gonna be funny because I'm annotating these now with like highlighters and such. It's gonna be interesting if I ever want to reread them. It might just be a perfect excuse to buy another set. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Because I know that they're gonna stay for a long time. I have no idea. Orange. I'm not an orangey person per se, but this does sound like I do like an apple kind of tea. I do like a sweet tea. So, but anything orangey, like snacks with like orange liqueur or however you say it in it, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. But I don't know, maybe an orange tea would be. Never tried it, so I guess I shouldn't be like no until I've at least tried one. But yeah, it's just this weather is so weird. There's like moments where it's overcast and like really dark and moody, and it's like perfect tea weather. And then 5 seconds later, the sun is out and it's really bright, and I'm like, well, this isn't the weather for tea, even though you can have tea whenever the hell you want. But still, it's so weird. Oh, okay. What happened there? Okay. Let's see. Let's reset this timer. And let's see. Are we good for another 45 minutes? Because I kind of want to get into this. I'm actually very excited to finish this one. I want to try these sprints to at least finish the first story. I want to at least finish like the Pirate Lord, which I think is up until page 75, which should work. I mean, if I've read 28 pages now, we should be able to in the 3 sprints that I have planned. So to have at least one, I think, with these parts, what I think I like a lot about the fact that Sarah J. Maas does parts, or like this has like a bunch of short stories in them. I like the fact that it feels like you're reading fast when you get to the next story. I don't know. It's weird what motivates you to like keep going. Um, let's see. Um, husband seen you and he was like, I know her. I talked to her the other day. Yes, we have. How is he doing on the tattoo front? I want updates. If he does end up getting a tattoo, I want to know about it. You know? Hoping to get to 75% today. Oh, hold on. Okay, 45 is good. 100 points for Basement Daddy's recollection skills. Yes, very good. Okay. If another 45 is good, then we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go and get another 45. I will be getting a snack during this sprint because I can feel it coming. I can feel the hangry coming on. So come on, just bite the bullet. Just get one. It's only for a life, you know? It's not that big of a commitment. I mean, if you want like a less scary thing, honestly, get your first tattoo somewhere where it's easy to hide. So that worst case scenario, no one's ever going to see it apart from you. And obviously you, Donna. But, you know, the first one I got was here on my arm. So I wear a lot of shirts that cover it. I had it done and legitimately, especially the one on my ribs, I forget about constantly. I forget about it constantly. And this one I forget about sometimes too. So, I mean, he's laughing and giving me the look. Oh God. Okay. Well, I don't want to like start an argument in your marriage, in your relationship. So let's not do that. So I'm just gonna shut up and start a sprint, shall we? Um, you said that, and I looked at him and pointed. Okay. I told him not to get one where it's gonna hurt, and I have a feeling that that position, that place, is gonna hurt like hell. So maybe not. Oh God! Before we go completely off the rails, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. I've been yapping too long, apparently. Hello. Phoebe is having a moment. Um, she has been meowing nonstop for attention, and then I give her attention, and then she's gone. Anyway, she has the zoomies. I made it to page 54, so we will be getting to the end of the first story. The feelings that I have in story number 1 is luckily not sadness, it is rage. Absolute rage. Yeah. This, I forgot that Rolf, the pirate lord, is kind of an asshole. So, yeah, I forgot how bad he was. I do not like him at all. Like the map on his hands, though, but hate the person. Absolutely hate the person. I'd forgotten. Yeah, it's not fun to read about, but we know what's going to happen, so it's fine. But don't like that person in the slightest. Anyway, Paula had a phone call, listened to music, and now deciding on a game to play. Okay, can we help? Let's see. It's either, hold on, what is happening? It's either Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Palia. Ooh, I am very biased toward Pokemon. I'm very, very annoyed that I do not have a Switch 2 and I can't play Pokepedia, which seems to have taken over the interwebs right now. Yeah, I was already annoyed by the fact that I didn't get the first Switch, which had the Pokemon games. So, but again, I've mentioned it like 100 times on here. If I do end up getting a Switch, you will not again see me for months because I will be lost in there. So, yeah, it's decisions that need to be made to keep somewhat of a life and not like sit in my apartment and not leave it for weeks on end. Done. I got some reading done, went to talk to the husband and heard the timer go and just realized I wanted to go get my bed sheets from the dryer. There you go. There you go. Hope you did get them now. Oh, and new fresh sheets to get into at night. Oh, love it. Love that feeling. I hate when adulting gets in the way of my reading plans. I'm 3 pages away from chapter 6 in the desert. Oh, the desert. I do like that story. I do like that whole part of it. If I remember correctly, because there's a few chapters, a few stories in here that aren't so fun. But no, I never thought, and well, no, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, the love rage relationship. Yes. Yes. I don't think my like feeling towards Rolf is ever gonna change. I'm never gonna love him. But the rage, I was reading it and I could feel it in my bones. I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I had to show how the tattoos had drawn up for daughter and I was sending you a photo of it perfectly. I saw that. Perfect. Perfect. It's Pokemon Pathways on PC. It's like Pokemon meets D&D. Hold on. Making notes. I'm making a note. Why? For someone who has 50,000 journals, why do I not have any papers lying around? Okay, what's it called? Pokemon Pathways. See? Also, just an FYI, one of the ways that I decided to start like getting back to me and just being normal is I've started because don't like the quiet in the house still. That's fine. I don't think that's ever going to change. That's okay. But instead of just mindlessly scrolling for something to watch, I've been watching like kids programs in the morning, like programs that I used to watch when I was a kid. So Pokemon, obviously, Winx Club, that was amazing. I think Sailor Moon is gonna get thrown into the mix because obviously, Sailor Moon. There is also this one program that was airing here. I don't know if it has an English version. Let me know if this sounds familiar to anybody, but it was basically a TV show, like a cartoon, of animals that had to run because their forest that they were living in was kind of breaking down. And it focused on, was it foxes or wolves? It focused on, and it was like a whole family and stuff. I remember that. And there was an owl. It was just, it was great. It had a great soundtrack. The stories were not for children, I know now in my adulthood, but no, I love that cartoon. I love that like drawn side. So if you know what I'm talking about, that's the one I also want to throw in the mix. But that is the one that I really just want to watch and not have like in the background because I know that that is a show where a lot of the messaging went over my head as a kid. So that is one that I really want to actively watch. But like Pokemon, Winx, probably Avatar is going to get thrown in there at some point. But yeah, that's been how I've been spending my mornings, just having that sound in the background. And it's brought me a lot of joy. I'm not gonna lie. I have not got them yet. Okay. Well, first thing to do when we start another sprint. Also, I just seen a bit of snow. Who asked for this? Do not tell me. We had like hailstorms 2 days ago. And then yesterday, while I was getting my car checked, like I'm thinking you guys call it the DMV. I don't know. I was there for like 3 hours, which rude. There were snow flurries, like little tiny bit in the air, and I was like, no, 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 no. It's March. It's almost April. We're done. We're done. Okay. Like the hailstorms were so bad that there was like a carpet of white at a certain point because it just chucked it down. It wasn't freezing, by the way. It just they weren't small either. I was meant to wash bedding today. Yeah, that hasn't happened. I mean, at this point, what's one more day? What's one more day? Honestly. Um, almost missed the chatty bit. Don't worry. I have been watching the thing that has got me back into sprinting and into like some kind of a reading routine has been to like watch VODs, like rewatch sprints that have already happened because there's like no pressure to jump in and talk because it's already done. So, do any of you do that? Like rewatch streams after they're done, or is that just me? Um, ooh, it's a free game. I can send you a link. Yes, please. Photo sent, and you will love it. Hold on, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Yes, I will get the meaning if it's what I thought. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So no book then? Because there's no book. You said there was going to be a book. There's no book. But I love this one. I would actually, yeah, I would have. I don't know. I love The Sims. I don't know if I'll love it like enough to put it on my body, but this one I do love. It's very cute. Made it to 56%. Way to go. Also have some Throne of Glass conspiracy theories flowing through my head. The Discord. Ren. Donna, if you're still listening, could you maybe put the Discord in the chat? Please? Pretty please? Put it in the Discord. Honestly, I really want to get back to chatting on there about what I'm reading. Donna has now also added like spoilery threads that we can talk about the books after we've read them, and we can just say the things and don't need to worry about spoiling anything for anybody. So fair warning, only go in there if you've read the entire book. Okay? So, but yeah, please do. I love all of this. I love watching people discover or rediscover Throne of Glass. I mean, one of the main reasons why I wanted to reread it was to just see the ripple effects. Um, I love Kaol would literally marry him, but I don't think he's endgame. Interesting. Some classic shows, yes. Honestly, come on now. Um, Something I'm hoping is not true, but is low-key possible, even though right now I don't like him, is that Rowan might become a love interest based on the ending of Crown of Midnight. Hmm, interesting. Try to phrase this in ways that doesn't give spoilers, yes. Was Rowan in Crown of Midnight already? Or did you have like spoilery thingies? Um, I rewatched sprints when no one is live at the time, but I need to body double. Yes, that is a big thing. Because you can't expect somebody to be live all of the time, you know? Nope, no book. Through truth, I got her into The Sims more before books, so it makes sense. Yes, it does. It does. It is very cute. I do love that. I do love it. I love it. Thank you, Donna. Need to copy and paste my thoughts from Jen and Jesse's Discord? Yes, please do. Don't like how you're looking at the screen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's not Rowan, that's Roland. That's what got me confused. Mm-hmm. Ren, there is a Rowan coming. There's a Rowan coming. The cousin is named Roland. So there. I don't like what's happening here. No, there's a lot of names. There's a lot of names, and I warn you, it's only going to get worse. There's a reason why I started taking notes. It's because I will need them. Trust me, I will need them. Um, I was just gonna say, I was like, wait, I'm reading it now. I remember Roland, who Roland is, but Rowan is coming. Yes, Rowan is coming. Rowan is coming. We like Rowan. Rowan is, yeah, you'll find it out. You'll figure it out in next month, you know, next book. But I think is he in the next one? Yes, I think so. They all started, they all start to like blend together. Um, That's what happens when you listen at 2 times speed. Honestly, I started listening to Throne of Glass, and then the Kaol. I've always read it as Cole. I know that's not how it's written, but I've always had it as Cole in my head, and then just having someone be like, "Nope, it's just really weird." Um, and then Lorcan, yes, Lorcan. Ooh, Air of Fire, I believe. Yes, 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 yes. He does show up in Air of Fire, I believe. Mm-hmm. 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 I will say, Ren, I'm pretty sure everyone who is reading Throne of Glass right now, and has read Throne of Glass right now, is saying the same thing. But still, do not look up fan edits or like fan art. Not yet. Mm-mm. 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 Don't do it. Not yet. Not yet. Mm-mm. There's too much. Too much coming. Um, Roland, that makes me want to watch the Fallen film that's based on the series. I know about this one. It was one of those movies that got the axe because it was like in the follow-up of the Twilight saga, I think, wasn't it? It felt like there's a bunch of movies that never got made, or like series of books that didn't get made into books, or like just the one movie, like with City of Bones, because Twilight was so big at the time and Harry Potter was ending that we as a generation did not have room for anything else. That's just my take on it. It just felt like our generation was like, no, we're good. We have these two. We're fine. And then obviously the boys had like, even though I also like them and love them, had like Star Wars and all of that happening. So we were like full on like, you know, series and stuff. So, because they followed each other very rapidly at a certain point. Because then we had like Divergent and the Maze Runner. No, wasn't it Divergent, Hunger Games, Maze Runner? It was like we had a good run when it came to like that. We don't talk about Divergent. We don't talk about it. No. Yeah, but we had some good like things. Okay, good. Good. I even avoid Sarah J. Maas posts on Instagram. This makes sense why you didn't know there was going to be an Avatar 8. Because that means that you probably didn't watch her interview on Call Her Daddy, which good on you. Good on you. Because there are spoilers in there. So no, even more so because of the new releases on the way. Yes. The film happened, but the second one was axed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was very difficult to survive in that time. Everyone is making predictions, but using all three Sarah J. Maas worlds, so I need to avoid spoilers for Crescent City and Throne of Glass. Yes. I did make a note, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but I did make a note at some point, and I'm also not falling down any rabbit holes because I'm sure that I'm gonna figure stuff out or like get way in the weeds about certain things, and I don't want to do that. I want to figure stuff out on my own, you know? And I feel like I've heard this, but I'm not sure. But what I want to do, and what I feel like I might have to do, is I'm gonna need to study these maps. Because, like, for some reason, like, this looks like another map we know. Kinda. So I feel like I want to make, like, the maps and, like, be able to, like, put them together and see what that gets us. Because, hold on. I don't think it's a surprise at this point. No, this was in the other book. Oh, I'm not going to get it now. But there was, like, this thing that was going on about worlds on top of each other. So I felt like that was a hint of maybe like putting maps on each other. Anyway, we're going into conspiracies now. What's Fallen about? Isn't that like angel stuff? If I remember something. And where can I watch it? I love this. I wish House of Night and Morganville Vampires got series. There are some that really do need, like, even reading Throne of Glass and, like, especially with Crown of Midnight, there are sequences in there that read like movie scripts. I feel very bad for the people who don't see a movie in their brain when they read, because these books really do lend really good to that, I feel. Listen, now we need to go back and watch those movies again. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I mean, if you want, you can like season this out, because let's be honest, I feel like fall is how, that's Twilight. And Hunger Games, I feel like is more spring for some reason. But then again, we could also do it in winter this time because then Sunrise on the Reaping is coming out. So you could rewatch those in the winter time. And then Maze Runner could fit anywhere. Maybe in the summer because of the Scorch Trials, the second one. Maybe summer, you know? And then what could we watch now? I mean, you could suffer through Divergent or just watch the first one and then stop. You know. All I remember about Divergent is 4/Tobias. Yes. Oh, that voice. That voice of that man. Anyway, let's not do that. Watch on Prime, I think. It's about angels and fallen angels. It's a dark academia. I have not watched the movie, and I have a vague idea about the books. Vaguely. Damn it. Do I now need to add another series in the... My list is growing. I will never be able to finish all of the series that I want. Anyway, didn't watch the interview. Good on you. Thanks, Amber. Recently got Divergent books to reread. I've never finished the Divergent books, and just not because they're bad, not because of that, but because my best friend spoiled the ending. I was like, well, what's the point now? I know how it ends. I was so mad. I was so mad. She spoiled the ending. Come on now. Still need to read Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay. I don't know what's best now to watch the movie because we don't know how the movie's going to be. I mean, I've read Sunrise on the Reaping during Hermes Hunger Games watch along. And I feel because we were reading one book a week, I didn't really take it in fully. And I'm going to be honest, I know what it's about, and I'm scared to now reread it because it's going to hurt my feelings. So, yeah, I'm scared, is all I'll say. I love Haymitch. I don't want him to be hurt. Love the Maze Runner movies. Heard the books suck. Yes, I've heard the same. I had the books at one point and gave them away without reading them because I heard this. So, also, the Maze Runner has Dylan O'Brien in it. Can't go wrong in that. Can't go wrong in that. I really want to watch his new movie with Rachel McAdams. I really want to watch it. I'm waiting until it's on streaming because for some reason going to the movies is hella expensive these days. So I really want to watch it. Anything Dylan O'Brien is in, I will watch. If any of you know Void Styles, it's my spirit animal. So makes notes for watch alongs. Yes, please. Yes, please. I've read the first Fallen series book, but want to continue. Okay. Love the anniversary covers of Divergent. I have not seen those. Allegiant is the best Divergent book in my opinion. Is that the second one? See, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I even have them. I had them at some point, but I think I also gave them away. Also, is anyone going to watch Project Hail Mary? I will be. Yes, please. I still need to read the books, Ren, before deciding. Ooh. I love this. Oh, the third one. Okay. Wait. Were there four main books? And then we had the four book, right? The book from Four's POV. I know that. I'm so lost when it comes to that series. It's also like I don't understand if the books are good, then why did the movie suck? Like the first one's good. The second one is fine. And then the third one is just like, what is happening? So I think it sparks an interesting debate about, well, I don't know how close the book is to the movie, about whether or not every single book should be made into a movie just because they're popular. Some books just work because they're books and not movies. Oh, okay. Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. Okay. And then four. Okay. I haven't read four, which is the fourth. Oh, is that not? Is four not a prequel of some sort? See, I don't know. I don't know because I haven't read because the ending was spoiled. So I don't want to know. Like I want to know, but it just felt like what's the point? Do I need to read the books? Because apparently so like you know my reading style, like my reading preferences. What do you think? Would I enjoy this? Like the okay. So would I enjoy for might be a prequel, but it is the last one in publishing order. Yes, I do know that. But I think it might be one of those like the way the Hunger Games is now, where they like release prequels after the main three. Um, well, like the way they did with Twilight, having like an Edward POV, or the way they did with 50 Shades of Grey, because obviously why not? Um, okay, fine. Maybe I'll give them another chance. God damn it. See, this I did not miss about sprints. The amount of books that I now add to my TBR. So, it's just never ending. Oh God, it's never ending. It feels like I should do like a throwback month or something where I only read books that have come out like years ago and that were popular like years ago. I think at this point it's gonna make me sound very old, but wasn't Divergent and stuff, wasn't that like a decade ago that it was like really popular? Same with Hunger Games. That's been a while. Um, Not sure about the Fallen series for you. It's good so far, but not standing out. Okay, well, keep me up to date. Throwback month is such a good idea. Yeah, I might need to write that down. Because that actually sounds like fun. It's also very good for like, I also really enjoy doing rereads because it gives a kind of comfort because you know how it's going. And you don't really like need to worry about things not being good. Oh God, it's raining. Great. Lovely. Anyway, um I'm gonna need to write this down. Hold on. I'm gonna open my Notion and add it. I don't know if I would like force myself to read through Maze Runner because I haven't heard I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Um, it might be a fun thing to do, you know, with all of you together. Ooh, ideas are brewing now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My head is going. You know when that happens, when you like get an idea and then the idea just starts snowballing in your brain? It's happening in my head at the current moment. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna get into a sprint so I can stop snowballing. I'm gonna just jot down the things that are coming into my head and then I'm gonna get back to the book. Okay, okay. I'm glad that there are people that are wanting to do this. Okay, okay. Sprints. We're sprinting. We're sprinting. Throne of Glass. We're sprinting. Okay. This is very on brand for me. Honestly, it is very on brand. Um, okay. I mean, this or the Shia LaBeouf one, but he's not doing well, apparently. So, let's just hope he gets his act together. Anyway, let's not give those types of things any more breathing room. We'll just go into another sprint and hope that I actually read something and not spiral into this idea voice. Anyway, see you in 45. Hello, how did that final sprint go? I remembered I forgot to put the banner on for the final sprint, but I did say that I was only going to do three. This is the first sprint back, so I wanted to pace myself and go slow. I did finish the first story in the Assassin's Blade. Um, if you know, you know. I like the way that ended. I'm just going to say it just proves that Selena is always 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of everything, and I like it. And then we got to the second story, and there was a person in there that I had forgotten that was in there. So that was exciting. So, yeah, I'm excited to keep going. So I think what I'm going to do for the rest of the weekend is probably just keep going with the Assassin's Blade. I'm pretty sure because I got to page 84 and I'm not making as many notes as I thought that I would. I think it's probably also because it is a prequel and like short stories. So that means that I'm flying through this a lot quicker than I thought I was going to, which is exciting. So I'm pretty sure I would be able to finish it this weekend. That being said, it kind of depends on whether or not I survive the changing of the time tomorrow because our clocks go forward. So, and history has taught me that when that happens, my body basically goes into jet lag. So it's anyone's guess at this point. It's also why I didn't put these sprints on a Sunday, which I would have usually done. But yeah, me in a jet lag headspace coming back for sprints for the first time was not going to be it. So, I mean, I probably would be in a silly, goofy mood, but it would also mean that I would be like really quickly done with being here. So this was the best way to do it. Let's see for the final things. I have 3.5 pages left in chapter 7 of The Desert. I keep falling asleep. It happens sometimes. Thanks for hosting. It's been so great seeing you again. Thank you for being here, Jen. I'm glad to be back. It honestly feels like I never left at this point. So I'm glad you were here. Thank you. Started watching the Fallen film, also read some poetry. Ooh, I really want to get more into poetry. Got to 59%. It's a short book. Yeah, I do love that. I want to find like a poetry book that I really connect with and that I can read like one poem a day. I don't know. That sort of thing speaks to me, but I haven't really found like a collection of work that I feel like I would enjoy enough, if that makes sense. So, no worries. Thanks for being here. Made it to 62%. Thanks for sprints. No worries, Ren. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Ember. Thanks, Jen. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. I was really worried that there wasn't going to be anybody here because I've been gone for 2 months. So I'm very excited. I wasn't just reading on me lonesome. So yeah, for the future, if you don't know or if you're curious, no worries, Donna. If you're curious about the future of like videos and sprinting, I want to really focus on sprints because I do enjoy them and they do help me to read more. There wasn't any videos because I basically hadn't been reading. So I'm hoping now that I'm doing better, I should be okay. I am going back to work on Wednesday. So I'm not making any promises about what that's going to do to mind and body. So I'm just making videos as I go. Um, so then we will just have to wait and see how all of that goes because I just don't know. A lot of things are changing and a lot of things are going to be different and my brain needs time to recalibrate. So yeah, I have filmed a little bit, a little tiny bit of an April reading journal setup. So because it is Aurelium in April, I am hoping that that would help me to keep going in this, like quitting the reading slump. So I am planning on hopefully getting a April reading journal setup up for you guys. So that should be fun. Anyway, um, oh no, we talked about these sprints on our mass first sprints on Thursday, so I've been looking forward to them. Thank you very much. Also, if you guys, any of you guys, I'm pretty sure you hop over, but there is a mass first sprint going on, like mass first read along. We're doing them both at the same time, but with the one that Jen is hosting, it's going like through all of it. So yeah, we're just doing Throne of Glass, and then Jen is doing all of it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the news probably put a wrench in all of it. So I hope you guys can figure it out on how to do that and how to like squeeze everything in, because I'm sure that's like a thing now. But it's a fun issue to have, if you ask me. You know, more ACOTAR books are never a bad thing, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. And I already like thought about it, and the chances of me like finishing out Throne of Glass and then jumping on your guys' bandwagon is very large. Is very large. So, so anyway, it's enough yapping from me. I hope to see you guys soon. I will be looking at my schedule this weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, and figuring out when I can do like more sprinty sprints. Because we are still doing obviously Throne of Glass, and then we're also getting back to Olympus in April, which I'm very excited about because we are switching series. We're going from Percy Jackson now to Heroes of Olympus, which is a new series, still in the Percy Jackson universe. So we're fitting that in before we go back to Percy Jackson book 6. So keep an eye out, is all I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you all for being here once again, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.